workshop. Today, aDoddle's workshop is all about creating duplicate profiles. So welcome. Thank you ever so much for joining us. We'll just give it a second or two just while people are coming in. In the meantime, I will go over the health and safety and the different bits and pieces around the workshop today. It's an online workshop that is being recorded. Please note that if you are joining us live within the AirMeet facility, not on Facebook or any of the other social media channels that it's going out to, you can be in the chat. You can add your questions. In Facebook, if you've added questions, we will take a look at them afterwards and we'll see. Sadly, we haven't got it all connected and integrated so we can see your questions as well. In future, if you want to come on them and you want to be able to ask questions or join us on stage, then do go to aDoddle.org and go to the events and webinars page, and you can sign up there, which will bring you straight into AirMeet. So it is being recorded. If a fire alarm goes off where you are, I say this every time, and those of you who are here yet again will go, "Oh, Jackie, you're so boring." We hear this every time. But if a fire alarm goes off where you are, please do leave the building, because we have no control over that, and it may be a real one, not just a test. If you're getting... if you need a drink or anything else, we can't see you. So you can basically go and grab yourself a drink, do anything at all. So please do enjoy it. If you are here with us live on AirMeet, not on one of the social media channels, please do know that you can ask questions. You can even raise your hand and you can come and join us on stage and turn your camera on. Now, if you do that and you come on stage and you turn your camera on, please know that will be part of the recording. Okay? But you are welcome to. So thank you so much for joining us today. I will now introduce myself and stop waffling. I'm Jackie King. I'm the founder of If Everyone Cares Community Interest Company, and we are the company that has developed aDoddle.org, which is the UK's first network of connected area-based community maps, mapping charities, community groups, organisations, local groups, you name it, the places where people can get help and support, or they can give help and support through volunteering, or they can connect with other people in their local community. It's about helping people to make the most of the community that they live in, because many people live in a community but don't do their life in a community because they don't know what's going on there. So aDoddle is about helping people to be more connected. So I'm Jackie, and I'm going to introduce you now to Amber.
Thanks,
Amber.
Jackie. Yeah, I'm Amber. I work with Jackie in aDoddle as admin support. I joined aDoddle as a Kickstarter apprentice nearly 2 years ago now. And then my role developed into what it is today, supporting Jackie on a day-to-day basis with admin tasks, you know, the general everyday running of aDoddle. I'll be here to read any questions in the chat and pass on any comments, feedback that you may have from today to Jackie. And also a big hello to Stacey, who's joined us in the chat.
That's it. Hi, Stacey. Lovely to see you. Thank you for doing it. Anybody else who's here, please feel free to leave a message. Tell us where you're from. I can see that Stacey's from Win on Waste. So, yeah, lovely. And Win on Waste, I think I'm correct. Is that in Bournemouth? Or in that area, I think, potentially. Occasionally, profiles, for some reason or another, stick in my mind. But then again, I could be completely wrong. Yeah, East Dorset, there you are. Cool. I think the reason I remembered it is because I've got family who live up in that area. Right, so we've started by sharing the screens already, but let's tell you a little bit about duplicates. In a minute or two, I'll show you round very briefly aDoddle, but then duplicates. This is when you have already got a profile. But imagine you've got, so I'm going to use Win on Waste as an example. So say Win on Waste is in that area in East Dorset, but say you cover a wider area and you think, well, actually, it'd be really nice to show the other parts of Dorset that we're here and that we exist. But you don't want to have to create 3 or 4 different profiles, because then you've got to keep them up to date. And that could be a very frustrating thing, because obviously we ask you to go in once every 6 months to check everything's still accurate, and then update your profile so that your traffic light stays green. So the traffic light is the amazing little symbol. It's unique to us. We haven't found anybody else who uses it, that shows people how up to date the information is in your profile. So in other words, when was the last time you checked it and made sure it was correct? Because how frustrating is it for people to find something that they think they could either volunteer for, or that they can get help from, or somewhere to connect with others, only to discover it doesn't exist anymore because their funding ran out. So the traffic light system is there for the people in the community, to help them with it. So duplicates gives you a very easy way to replicate your master profile and duplicate it in other areas. And then it also has the ability that you can add extra information to that duplicate profile if you want to. So now this is the first time that we've done the workshop on duplicates. And I said to Amber beforehand, I'm really nervous in case I forget to share something, because I'm so used to everything we do at our end that I want to keep it simple. So here's the aDoddle website. On the aDoddle website, this is where you sign into your account. Up here, it says My aDoddle. And when you click on My aDoddle, oh look, it had logged me out over lunchtime. There you are. So My aDoddle, there. This is where your project dashboard is. This is where you can see, this is this bit here, where your project dashboard is, your lists and favorites, your account details, transfer profile ownership. Now we're going to be doing a workshop on that at the beginning, middle of May-ish. We've just added it to the list this morning. Logging out, and this is the key bit. If ever there's something you're wondering how to do, we have got a new guides hub. I can still call it new because it's only been about for about 2 months. So let me show you the guides hub here. This is the homepage for the guides hub that you'll go to. And in here, if you were wanting to look up duplicates, if you wanted a reminder after today's session, you would go to Your Profile Dashboard Explained. Now, I've got some pages open today in case my internet was slow for any reason. So Your Dashboard Explained would bring you here. And this will explain all the different aspects you can do with your profile here. And so if you come down here, you'll see duplicates. Now, you can either click on it here, or you can scroll down here and you can click on it here. And that will take you to the page about duplicates. Let me go back up to the top. Sorry, we were just adding a new button to that earlier today. You can see everything about it, about duplicates before you start, the duplicates dashboard. You can see each of the different steps, and each of these is a link to the section that you want to work on. So if there's just one bit that you've forgotten, like uploading your CSV file, which I'll explain in a minute, you can just go to that section for your little reminder on how to do it. So please, we hope we've got your back on this to help you to make the most of it. And we will be doing videos to show you each of the steps as well, but it's just taking a little longer than we thought. So let me come here and talk about duplicates. If you've got any questions, again, please do ask. And I'm so sorry that we can't see the questions that are on Facebook Live. Or the other social media channels, but we will come back and answer them afterwards. So I have come in to My aDoddle, and I've come into my dashboard here. Okay, so let me I'm going to take this profile here, the blank one, and I'm going to go to Edit. Now, once I'm in Edit, down on this left-hand side, you've got all the different sections of what you can do. And the one you're looking for is duplicates. Okay, so when you're in duplicates, it explains about duplicates and the benefits of utilizing duplicate profiles if you want to. It's all in there for you. So the next one you do is quite simple. If you're adding new ones, you'd come here. If you're managing them, you would come to this button. So we'll go Add Duplicates. Now then, this is where we think this is the most complicated thing that we have got in aDoddle at all. And so far, people have said that they're fine with it. Now, here, this gives you in fact, let's see if I can make this a bit bigger so that it's sharing it a little bit more. There you are, that's better. Here, you'll see that if you haven't got access to Excel or Apple's numbers program, you can open OpenOffice Calc, which is free. And this is like an Excel sheet, a spreadsheet. But we have also got this template here. If you click on this, it will download a template for you. Now, I've already done that so that we've got it. It opens up. So I've opened this up in Excel. Please do save it because any information you put in it is really important. And it is as simple as keep this one here, postcode, and then you have a choice of 2 different formats to put a postcode in. So if you've got another project that it's just that your services are available in a wider area, but there isn't another office, then all you need to do is put in the first 3 or 4 digits of the postcode so that it shows in that area but doesn't give a specific address. If you have another office, a physical office where somebody can come, so say you're a food bank and you've got 3 different places where people can come to, then you put in the full postcode. And all you do is just come down here. You put it all in one box under here. You leave this postcode in there. You put in your postcodes and then you save it. So I'm going to go File, Save. Should have done this one beforehand. Oh, I did earlier. So I've saved that. Amber, this is where I might need your memory in a while because I've got to remember where I saved it. I'm going to just save it as for a minute. I have autism and ADHD, and Amber, when she says that she supports me, she really means it. She's like my memory when I have moments when my brain's like Swiss cheese and I forget something that I only did half an hour ago. So I'm going to save this one and oh, hang on a minute. I might be able to see where I did it.
I think we've got a workshops file.
Masters, webinars, workshop slides, duplicates. Okay, cool. There you are. I'll save it there. That's fine. And I'll replace that one. Right, I've done that. So the next thing I want to do, I laugh at if I didn't laugh at myself, I'm sorry, it would just be so depressing. Sometimes when your brain does that to you, it's a bit of a nightmare. So I've saved that and I've just put in 2 different postcodes there for a minute. So I'm going to go choose file. I've now got to locate that file. So there you are. I should have done this bit before, shouldn't I? So workshops. We had it, was it for workshops, events and webinars? That one. Duplicates workshop. Duplicates CSV. There you are. Right. Now it was important if you were in Excel and you're saving it as a file format, you want to save it as a CSV file. That just means it can be read by our system. Now, first time I'm doing this for a while. So this is now saying, look, we're working on it. Oh, look how quick that was. Now, if you had 200 postcodes because you were working across the whole of the UK, this would take longer. This explains to you what the next step is. The postcode lookups have been complete. Now you'll want to scroll through the results and check them. So basically, this system will automatically plot the point on the map based on the postcode that you put in. This is telling us that there were no errors. Now, if there were errors, they would show here, but it would also show you where they were so that you can change it. So let's go here. Let's go like that. And so this one is saying, here's the postcode, BS1, and it's going test blank profile. So I'm going to go Bristol. Yeah, so I can change the name of this. So you can come in here. Now this address, if you wanted to change it, you could. So you could type in here. So let's go, I'm going to change this one and I'm going to change this. So I'm going to change this one to say Dawlish. Test profile. There you are. And let's take that bit off there. So I can amend all of this and I'm going to change this postcode here to EX7. I'm going to ask it to refresh. Oh, I did something silly there. Retry. Hang on a minute. Right. EX7. Retry. There you are. So it's got EX7. So there you are. I learned something. Change the postcode first, then change the name. There you are. So we've got 2 here. So again, you can rename that whatever you want, but we've just learned change the postcode first if something's not quite right. If you want to delete it, you can go here if you decide you don't want that. And that's for refreshing the postcode. So I'm going to go create duplicates. And it says we're working on it. And it says all duplicates have now been added. So now visit the duplicates page to see all your freshly added duplicated projects. So I'm just going to come back to here a minute, duplicates. And now can you see here, manage duplicates? They're here. So in here, it tells you there's the name of it, there's the address, it was created on there, and it was last updated here. Now, if you want to edit this, you can click here and you can go edit. So I'm now in, believe it or not, I'm in the Bristol BS1. I'm in this profile. Let's have a look and see how it is live. There you are. It has duplicated the original one. Now, this is a test profile, so there's no content in here at the moment. If there was content, it would show all of that in there. Let's go back to edit. Now, one of the great things that you can do in here is you can actually add extra information. So if I add in here, test extra information. Hang on a minute, I'm being dyslexic again. ION, okay? And if I click save, okay? Now, if I go back to the master project, so you can see this is in story. So let's view live profile. This says test extra information. Now, if I go back to edit, and if I ask it to edit the master project, that's the first one that you did that you just duplicated. If I come here and I go view live profile, you will see there's no information in here. So you can actually add extra information into any of the duplicates. So say win on way, say you've got an open day and the first Saturday of every month, you are in this area. So you want to add that information to that profile in that area. But the third Friday of the month, you're in another area. You add that information to that profile. So you can actually make those changes to the profile. Does that make any sense? Do you have any questions? So Stacey, I know that you're the only one live with us in AirMeet. Do you have any questions, Stacey, that you'd like to ask? Because this is just such a quick overview of duplicates. Is there anything I've not made clear yet? Does it sound... Amber, can you think if I've missed anything?
At the moment, Stacey says she hasn't got any questions. It seems really straightforward, which is great.
Okay.
And it's just worth mentioning to make sure that before you duplicate a project or go to duplicate a project, to check that you are in that master profile, because you can't make a duplicate of a duplicate. I'll let you explain.
Thank you so much. Yes, let's go back. I'm going to come back out let's come back out here. So I'm going to come back into edit project. So this is where we are in the master at this moment. But if I go back down here, duplicates, which is where we've got them. If I go manage duplicates, and let's go to the, let's go to the edit again. So I'm in the Bristol one. Can you see up here, it says back to all projects, edit master project, view live profile. So you're in a duplicate at the moment because you've got this one here that says edit master. So if you want to make more duplicates at any stage, you can. So if I go to that Excel sheet and let's change these a minute and add some different ones in here. Let's go BH4 and then let's do another one for, I'm trying to think of other areas. My brain, TQ1. Okay. So let's do that one. Let's save that now. Let me come here again. I can't add it from this one, so I must go back to edit the master. Go back to duplicates, go back to here, add duplicates, choose file. So I've just updated that one. It should have. No, it's not letting me choose it. Let's go, Command S. Save. Maybe that's why. Okay. Oh, I haven't got it on autosave. That's why. So save. Let's come back here. Cancel that. Well, there it is. I hadn't saved it. I'm so used to using autosave all the time. I hadn't turned it on. Options. Okay. And it says it's working on 2. Says it's done them all. Go back there. So I'm checking them. So this is the BH4. Go create duplicates. They're working on it. All duplicates. Visit the duplicates page. Manage. You can now see there are 4. So manage duplicates and edit. Now, I didn't change the name before. So this time I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to go here. I'm now in the test blank one, but I want to change what it's called. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to go Bournemouth. And I'm going to, all of these have been part of the other one. So I want to come down here and save. Oh, I'm also going to add on this one's accessible. Oh, it's not letting me. Okay, Amber, I need a nudge in a minute, possibly. So we've changed the name of it now. So if I go back to the master project and duplicates and manage, that one's now called Bournemouth. Now, Amber, I need a nudge because there is a place where we can give the different bits that can be edited, and I've forgotten where it is.
I think it's in settings, so the very bottom tab down there where you can transfer information over.
Oh, okay, no, it's not in settings. So
Are
use
you in the master profile at the moment? Because you've got to be in a duplicate to find it.
I've got to be in the duplicate. Okay, let me go back to view live profile, edit, and this one is not. This is the test. Okay, so I need to go to a duplicate. They are C. This is where my brain can go here. Back there. Then let's go to this one, edit, and down to settings. Right. There you are. I knew there was going to be one thing this morning. Amber and I were joking about what I would forget.
Right.
So when you are in a duplicate profile, you can now come in here to the settings page of a duplicate and choose which bits from the master profile you want to show. So if you don't want the description to show, you can turn that off. You turn these on and off. So additional information, the support, opening hours. Okay, so let's go save that. And now if I come into essentials, we can change this bit. Okay, now we can't change this bit because we've said that we want to copy this from the other one. Okay, your story, we can add information in here to all 3 of these sections. Opening hours, we can click to add a day as to opening. So you can add all sorts of bits, but you need to go into each individual one for the extra bits you want to add into there. So let's go view live profile. There you are. So this one's in Torquay. I think that's the bulk of duplicates in 25 minutes. And I had the waffling at the beginning. If there are any questions, you can either ask them now, or if you've got a different way in which you want to use them. Stacey, feel free if you want to put your hand up and come and join us on stage and ask us a question, do. Anybody who's watching us through the Facebook or who's watching the replay, feel free to send us questions. Do remember that you've got the Guides Hub, which is totally free and literally will walk you through step by step here. So you've got every single bit of it, and you've got screenshots telling you which bits, where you go to, pointing out the different parts of it. So where I've talked about, you know, back to all projects or edit the master project. So checking all of those little memories. And you can literally go through this guide because of the pictures and the numbers. If you're not somebody who reads everything, you can go through in 5 minutes and do what we've just done, and see it because there's all the picture descriptions as well. If there aren't any questions, then, and it doesn't have to be about duplicates. Feel free to ask me a question about something else to do with the aDoddle if you've got it. But if not, what I would say is that we can jump out. One of the things I forgot to say at the very beginning is on AirMeet, we have a virtual lounge. So if you don't want to ask any questions now where people can hear them and they're part of the recording, you can jump out into the virtual lounge afterwards, and Amber and I will be there for about 15 minutes afterwards to answer any questions. So if there aren't any other questions at this moment, and Amber, if you think I have remembered to share everything, I will get ready to say that's bye for now. Now, the next workshops we're doing one at the beginning of May on adding a profile. And then, so if you're not watching on this on replay, and then we're doing another one towards the end of May, which is on sharing permissions or transferring a profile. So say you're leaving your role and somebody else has come new to the team, you can either give permissions to another member of the team to access and edit certain parts, or you can transfer a profile completely away from your responsibility to somebody else's. And we've got whole systems that do all of that, all nicely online, so that it's all tracked as well, so you know who had it and who's got it now, which is all really cool. That's, I think, the 23rd of May. So I think we've got one on the 2nd of May and one on the 23rd of May. Please do join us for that. Do keep an eye out on the events page, and you'll see when we're doing workshops and what workshops we're doing, because we're doing them usually 2 a month. And also I quite often do talks with digital leaders on community mapping and the benefits of asset-based community development. So community mapping for the benefit of communities, in other words. But if there's nothing else, I will say goodbye from me, and then I'll pass to Amber.
Yeah, goodbye everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, and if you want to come and join us at the virtual lounge, please do. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.